This is the beginning of Learning the Keys Part 3. I'm going live. Usually I pre-record and just upload it, but I decided to go live this time. I've been out of the loop for a little while, had some things going on and some stuff to take care of, but we're back. Okay, basically we're gonna pick up where we left off at to make sure that angle looks good. Yeah. Okay, so part one, part two, we were learning keys. We were learning in the beginning of chords. We're doing all types of things to try to get you prepared for whatever you want to be prepared for. All right, so we have our white keys, black keys. We'll go right back into where we left off at. Remember, C is to the left of the two black keys. Okay. All right. Going up a little higher. This is middle C here. This is the one I want you to really kind of focus on. Let me see if I can get a better angle at that. Yeah, right there. Without tipping this doggone thing over. All right, there we go. That's the most important part, middle. Okay, this is the key of C. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay. You have a C here. And then all the way up the keyboard as well. And all the way down. We're going to get into some notes today. We're actually, when at the beginning of part one, I told you that we're going to do play by ear. Teach you how to play by ear and also teach you how to read notes. So I have a blank piece of paper. You might want to get a notepad or a piece of paper, something of this nature, or you can get your pad and you know, they're like 89 cents or $1, wherever you, dollar store, Walmart, wherever you shop at. Get you some ink pens and pencils. I would definitely say pencils. Pencils because you can erase. Ink pen is already in there. So basically, get your pencil. That way, if you start drawing notes and stuff like that, if you make a mistake, you can always erase it. You know, simple stuff, man, like that. All right, pencil, paper, or you want to use your phone, whatever y'all do these days. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple of books that have notes in them. I like this. This is Motown. I don't know if it's flipped or not, but anyway, these are notes. Let's see if I can get a good angle at that. These are notes, okay? And I'm going to show you some notes and then actually play the note so you will kind of put two and two together. I don't know if you heard the song called Just My Imagination. Okay. I'm just showing you the notes. I ain't really concerned about the song, so let's flip that so we won't get any copyright stuff going on here. All right, just use this as an example. This right here is a scale. All right, that's a treble clef. That's a bass clef. So I can get in on here. That's a bass clef. That's a treble clef. Okay, and I'm going to show you that again, but with a note on it that we're all familiar with, which is C. So let's just find something with the note C in it, which is right here. That's C. Okay. So it's bass clef and treble clef. That's C. That's actually a chord there. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to draw that. But you can just print these offline, but I'm so old fashioned sometimes. Piece of paper. You pretty much just draw your lines. Okay, we're doing treble clef, okay? And usually they're about, what, 4 or 5 lines, I believe. Yeah, I think it's about 4 or 5. And then this is treble. What's treble is up here, highs. Highs is treble, okay? So we're going to draw the note of C, which comes down it swoops with a little line through it. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you. That's C. This is C. So when you see this on sheet music, which this is sheet music, okay? This is called sheet music. There's an old-fashioned hymn book, sheet music. See that? That's sheet music. When you see the letter C that looks like this, that's C. To the left of the two black keys. That's C. Okay? So that same C that you see, anywhere from mid up, you will see that on there. And it'll change. Now, I'm not going to go too deep or into depth right now. But that's C. Now, C hugs. It hangs out about right here under the line. I just drew it down here. But usually C hangs about right here. Okay? And it's like a colored in circle when you're taking tests or whatever. And it has a little line straight through it. That's C. That's my ugly C. It usually hangs out about right there. Now D goes right here. That's D. And that's colored too. And that's sheet music. And I also will start printing these out, and you can find them in my email and stuff like that if you request it, or you can find it. I'll put it where you can get to it. Like, for example, right here. Let's see if we can zoom in. That's C. That's D. That's E. Yeah, right there. See that? C, D, E. That's this. C, D, E. C, D, E. Okay. So basically, you have C, D, E. Okay, so I want you to process that for a minute. C and the C, D, E, E, D, C. All right, I'll give you a couple minutes, a couple seconds or so to just process that. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to process that. Okay, so you have C, D, E, E, D, C. And I showed you what the key of C looks like. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now we'll get into half measures and measures later. Now that you had a little bit of the notes, which is also known as sheet music, which is here. Okay. Don't let this scare you. We'll get into this later on in the year. Okay, that's sheet music. I have shown you what a treble clef looks like. That's a treble clef. That's a bass clef. Okay, and I've also showed you the key of C, which is a basic key, which looks like, of course, my chicken scratch I showed you. I'm just showing you this very simple so it can kind of be like elementary for you. I don't want to show you hard stuff just yet to run you away. All right, that's C's. And I'll show you what, I'll give you the explanation for all this later on. But right now, just look at that note. That's a C. Treble clef, bass clef. So you've learned a little bit about sheet music. Less than 10 minutes. Now let's get into some of our chords and keys. All right, here's G, C, E. Okay. So all we did was walk down and go back up. And we used 3-finger chords. Well, 3-finger keys equals a chord. But in part 2, we did 2 keys. So here, just did 3. That's treble. Bass, remember? Now I'm going to bring you back to the notes. I'm sorry. You just need to get it. That's bass clef. That's what we just did. Walk down. All right, just throwing that out there to you. So this little transition I did is very simple. It's playing by ear, but you're listening to what sounds come out of these keys that I'm pushing, and if it matches. Now I'm gonna play something that does not match. You get the difference now? Playing by ear, the key thing is listening. What sounds good, what actually makes a melody. What sounds good, you know? See, that didn't sound good at the end. Now you have to understand what keys to push in order to produce a sound that has a great melody. So all I'm doing is just putting you in the right direction of what keys to push in order to make that sound that you're looking for that song or whatever you may be doing. Okay, so back to C. Now we're going to transition to black keys. I'm going to give you a little bit more about black keys in the next video, but as of now, we're going to go to the black keys. I'll give you a key, which is E. Some call it E sharp. Okay. That's a black key. Remember we were in C. Now we're going here. Pretty much the same setup, but in a different direction. Okay? Remember, 3 keys make a chord. 3 chords make a song. That's the root of any song you're playing. 3 keys make a chord. 3 chords makes a song. That's like the backbone. Now, people may add different things to it, but this is so that's one chord, two chords, three chords, back to one chord. So we have three keys: G, C, E. Another key is F, A, D, and then G. It's E, G, C. So you have three keys, three chords equals a backbone of a song. Now you take that same concept and just go to the black keys. Okay, so you have sharps. That's what they call it. Most all black keys. Okay, so you have to make this chord. We're gonna do three keys, which is G, B sharp, E, E sharp. Bass is E sharp. And then you have three changes. Listen to that. We're playing by ear. Okay. Same key and arrangement setup. Let's go to the white keys. You notice the same change just about. Now let's go to the black keys. My fault. White keys. Black keys. Go slow. There we go. So let's go to the white keys, and I'm gonna slow down now. I just played it so you can hear it, because remember, we're playing by ear. All right, so here's the white keys. Watch the changes. And my bass is C. I don't know if the camera can zoom. It's over, but it's low C. Right there. Okay. So you see that? Next one. Next one. All right, so I'll give the keys to you. This will be in the key of G. The key of C. G, my thumb is on G. Middle finger or first finger, index finger, whatever, is on C. And then the last finger is on E. And you can play with how arrangement you want. You know. All right, so that's G, C, E, bass is C. All right, I'll give you about 5 seconds to process that. Remember the key of C. Okay, let's do it again. So you have G, C, E, F, which is F, A, C, and then you have G, A, I'm sorry, B, I'm sorry, G, B, D, and then back to the home key, which is C, G, C, E, okay? Now, let's go up to the black keys. Okay, now you can take that same arrangement and go to other keys. Let's go to G. Okay, and then you can go to, and then so on. So is playing by ear hard? No. Is playing by ear easy? No. It's how you take it. Listening to changes is the most important thing. Listening to keys and learning what keys match with what sound is something that some people have a gift of getting right away, or some people have to really study real hard to get it. Some have to really work at it. It takes time. So don't give up. Keep practicing, and I'll help you get to where you need to go as we move along in these videos. So let's recap on where we started from. C, and then we went to some black keys, remember? So I touched on black keys. We went over notes, which I will have printed out for you if you need. You can just hit me in the comment section or whatever, or email me. Remember that C, and there it is again, C, D, and then you go on and on and on, which I'm teaching you sheet music. And I'll have recommended books later on in the videos on where you can buy them and all that kind of stuff, and what helped me out as I've rolled and learned. And you can probably get the same book or find something that's a little better for you. But there's no specific books out there. All of them have either a lot of information or not enough information. So I'll do some research for you and find out what's good. But it's just basically on what level. So remember, today we learned beginner notes. We learned from sheet music, which is here, and also hymns and stuff like that. That's all sheet music. And then we applied it to where we had, okay? What you got on the board right here. This C is C. That's D. And then E is right here. So I'll draw E for you. And it's very easy. I don't want to give you too much information right away. But that's C, D, E. C, D, E. Very easy. Okay, and then we learned how to do 300 keys, which makes a chord, and then 3 chords are the backbone of any song. It's like the beginning of any song. It's called changes. So and you hear different sounds because I just arranged the keys different, but it's still 3 keys, okay? So don't let that confuse you. And then with the black keys. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.